everyone, another day of learning experience. Today, we're going to talk about an ellipse. Bago natin pag-aralan yung ellipse, yung lahat ng equations, kailangan alam muna natin yung bawat parts ng ellipse. Ano-ano ba yung mga parts? We have here on top of the graph, we have here W1. This is the co-vertices. Co-vertices kasi dalawa sila, isang W1 at saka isang W2. We have vertices. Dalawa rin sila, V1 and V2. We have foci. Dalawa yung focus, kaya foci. We have here our center. So, siya yung pinaka-HK natin doon sa formula natin. What else? We have the major axis. The major axis is the distance from vertex 1 to vertex 2. And we have here another distance, the minor axis. From W1 to W2, we have now, pagkatapos nating malaman yung lahat ng parts ng isang ellipse, kailangan malaman din natin yung isa sa mga best property ng isang ellipse. Yung ellipse, pag connect natin, you're going to look at this from point F1 hanggang W1, W1 hanggang F2, meron siyang equal distance. This distance and this distance. Let's call this distance A. Distance A, and this is a distance A. And then, if you're going to look at the blue color lines, we have a triangle. I'm going to label it as this stands for the base, which is C. The height is B. And the hypotenuse is A. If you are going to look at this triangle, you will see that this can be a formula for Pythagorean theorem. Since the longest one is A, we're going to have B squared plus C squared is equals to A squared. Being A is the longest in this lesson. Ellipse. So here it is, A, B, and C. And then, if you're going to look at this distance from center to co-vertices, one of the co-vertices, this distance is equals to B. And another distance here from another co-vertices center is equals to distance B. So, in this case, we have a formula for minor axis. From W1 to W2, we have B. So we can say that the minor axis is equals to 2B. How about major axis? If we are going to find this triangle, what will be the length of A? So let's solve it. If C square and D square, we have here a Pythagorean theorem. The distance C is equals to, you can look at the, we can look at the units, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, and then we square. Plus, how about B? B is equals to 3 units away from the center. We have 3 square. And then find A, 16 plus 9 is equals to 25. 16 plus 9 is 25. And then A is equals to, you square root it. A square, square root. A is equals to 5. If A is equals to 5, you will see on this graph, we have a distance from center to vertex 1 is equals to 5 units away from the center. Meaning, our distance A is also equals to the distance from center to the vertex, which is equals to 5. So now we can conclude that the major axis is equals to 2A. Since we have from vertex 1 to center is equals to 5, which is equivalent to A, and center to another vertex is equals to A. Now let's try to find the equation of this ellipse. Now what are we going to do? We're going to look for one of the property that this distance plus this distance is equals to 2A, or is equals to 10, because 2A is equals to 10. So let's start with this distance from F1 to P. Using distance formula, we're going to have a triangle right here. The square of this distance plus the square of this distance is equals to the square of this distance. And square root, that is distance formula. We have here, the distance here is x plus 4 square. So x plus 4 square. And then we're going to square it with, since this is distance formula, plus y square. Y minus 0, y square plus y square. And then plus this height. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is the next triangle, plus this length is equals to the square of this base, that is x minus 4 is equal to this. Square root of x minus 4 plus small triangle, the height of this is also y square, the same as here, y square is equals to 10, 2A. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to transpose this expression to be able to cancel the one of the square root or at the radical sign. So this one retains here, and expand this, x plus 4 square, you have x square plus 8x plus 16, and then plus y square plus, minus, I'm going to transpose this, that is equals 10 minus this one, the square root of, expand this, x square minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared. And then square root this, square this, and we can remove the radical sign here. So what will be next? We're going to expand this again. This one is 10 minus the square root of this one. You're going to use FOIL method here. So let's begin here. Simply copy this inside the radical sign because the radical sign is cancels out. X squared plus 8x plus 16 plus y squared is equals to 10 times 10 is 100 minus the middle term of this is 20 times the square root of x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared, and then plus this one times this one, you're going to have positive. And then remove the radical sign, x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared. And then check if we have something to cancel out. Let's see. We have here x squared here, and this is the equality sign. And positive x squared, we're going to transpose it. You will have cancel out square. What else? The positive 16 and the positive 16 at the other side cancels out. Y square here and the y square at the other side cancel. So what is left is positive 8x and negative 8x. We are going to add this. We're going to transpose this positive 8x to the other side. We are going to have negative 16x. So let's transpose this with negative sign to become positive at the other side of the equation. We have negative, we become positive. Minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared is equals to 100 minus, this is negative 8x, and then transpose this, become negative 8x again. We have negative 16x. So the next is we're going to square it again to remove the radical sign. So at this part, 20 times 20 is 400 times, and then we're going to have a radical sign here. Remove the radical sign, x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared is equals to 100 times 100 is 100 is 10,000. And then this one, the middle term, that will be negative. 100 times 16, 16 times 2 is 3,200 x. And then 16 times 16x, that is positive 256 x squared. So, and then distribute this 400 x squared minus 400 times 8, that is equals to 3,600 x. Then distribute this again 3,200, that is 4 times 8 is 16 times 2, 32, okay. And then double this 16 times 400, if 8 is 32, so therefore this is positive 6,400. Then 400 times y squared, that is positive 400 y squared is equals to 10,000. minus 3,200x plus 256x squared. So, combine. Hindi pwede i-combine. Yeah. Negative 3,200x and negative 32x cancels. Pag transpose natin po, become positive and negative. And then, about the x squared. X squared, transpose here the x squared, 256. 400 minus 256 is equals to 144. We have here 144x squared. So, okay na to. Okay na yan. Next, what is left is 400y squared. Is equals to, transpose this one and this one. We're going to have a subtraction here. 10,000 minus 6,400, that is 3,600. 3,600. So you are going to divide this all by 3,600. So 3,600, 144 divided by 3,600. This will become x squared over 25 plus 400, simplify, over 3,600. This is y squared over 9 is equals to 1. So the equation of this ellipse, this graph, is equals to x squared over 25 plus y squared over 9 is equals to 1. X squared over 25 plus y squared over 9 is equals to 1 is the equation of the graph of an ellipse wherein we have a major axis along x-axis and minor axis along y-axis. We have the center at 0, 0. Wherein ito na yung HK natin. We have A is equals to 5. The major axis will become 10. And we have B is equals to 3. Let's look at this equation. X squared is the same as x minus 0 squared. And look at 25, we have here A is equals to 5. If you square 5 is equals to 25. So, A squared will be under x minus 0 squared. Plus, and y squared is also the same as y minus 0 squared. And then, if you're going to look at the value of b is equals to 3, 3 squared is equals to 9. So, it is b squared is equals to 1. And then, look at this x minus 0 and look at this center. This is our HK. So, it will appear that this is the h and this is k. And I'm going to rewrite this equation of an ellipse in standard form. We have x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus 0, k squared over b squared is equals to 1. So this is the equation of an ellipse in general in standard form with major axis along x-axis and minor axis along the y-axis. What will happen if we are going to have this graph? If we are going to rotate this, we will now have under y squared, you have here a square, and under x minus h squared, you have b squared. So it will going to interchange. Whenever whenever the expression, we have the a squared, nandoon yung major axis. So, ibig sabihin, we have here y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h square all over b square is equals to 1. So this equation is good for an ellipse with major axis along y-axis or parallel to the y-axis.